Hey there folks, it's Laura again with a new video with Black Desert Online. In the last month and a half, I bought this game after hearing about it from one of my guildmates in Black Desert Mobile. Also reading up about it and stuff like that. I thought, why not give it a try? So I bought it and I was actually quite impressed with it. Actually, so impressed. I thought it was worth doing a video on it. So in my last video on my channel, I promised to put up some more content, different content, and also hopefully in the near future I want to film my little Sims free play. But for now, I want to focus on this. So Black Desert Online is Black Desert Online. It's very versatile. It's just, I don't know how to say it. It's like an animation of real life. It's like you're living out your adventure. You can be the top marine person, you can be the best hunter, you can be a pirate, you can be the best fighter the world has seen. You can be anything you want to be in this game. Okay, it really is a free-for-all. Compared to mobile, it is way bigger, and it's understandable because when you see the amount of content that mobile has and compare it to online, you can see that mobile is a watered-down version, and trust me when I say very rightly so. Actually, I'd go as far as saying to those who start with Black Desert Online and then go to mobile, you might be I dare say you might even be disappointed with it. So it's a big comparison. So before I get into the thick of the video and stuff like that, there are some people I wanted to give like little mentions to because they were instrumental in this decision for me to buy it. First up is the people at Oasis Guild in Kaya on Black Desert Mobile. Top friends, top guildmates, good laughs. So thank you guys for being a fun guild and being good friends and sparking more interest in this little franchise. The next one, Arvantis Trinity online community. He does some brilliant beginner guides for Black Desert Online, and even though there was a lot for me to learn in the beginning, I felt like I could just grasp the basics with his videos, so I'm very pleased. So keep up the good work, and I want to see more of those guys because there's so much I want to see about this game. And finally, my current guild called Zen. In this clip that's playing now, you can't see it because this was filmed a little bit before now, but shout out to you guys as well because they are beginner friendly and they're just friendly generally. I really enjoyed their company. So before I get into the thick of this video, beware of flashing lights. If you're not into, like the fighting and stuff like that, because this thing is gonna get quite, it's not bloody, but just violence. If you're not into that, then yeah. Also partial nudity and possible language, so be on your guard. Without further ado, let's explore the world of Black Desert Online in a nutshell. Okay, so the first part I want to show you guys is the class selection and creation part. This part is my most favorite because, as you know, I love to customize characters. I don't know, it just kind of, it's like you can make the character whatever you want them to be. So that's my favorite part of this. As you can see, there are a ton more characters, most of which you will recognize from mobile, like Sorceress, Berserker, who is giant, Assassin, and there are some new faces, Archer, Lan, who else is new here? Guardian is actually a new class. Now, I've noticed with these classes, there are usually male and female counterparts. So Ranger's counterpart is Archer, Witch, there's a Wizard class, Musa, there's Meiwa, and Striker, actually Mystic is his counterpart. Ninja has the kunoichi as its counterpart. And then there are some classes that are unique, like Tamer. I think Guardian is supposed to be a female version of Berserker. I don't know, you guys can put in the comments what you think his counterpart is. Sorceress doesn't have a counterpart class, which is funny because there are male sorcerers in the lore of the story. Hashashin does not have a counterpart. That's predominantly a male class. Lan, I think is unique. I haven't seen her have a counterpart. She's actually my favorite. Tamer doesn't. It's a kid. And yeah, I don't think Dark Knight has, and I don't think Valkyrie has. I mean, Warrior could be her counterpart, but to me, Valkyrie is just, I don't know. She's too unique, and she's a bit of too much of a goody two-shoes, so you know. Yeah, but anyway, enough of that. Yeah, each class seems to have a counterpart, and the ones that don't, I mean, I think they're all unique in their own way. Oh, who's this? Oh, this is Shay. Bit nerdy, but hey, I hear she's supposed to be very good. But yeah, it's, how can I say, it's a myriad of classes actually. Each one works in their own way, they have their own fighting style, and you kind of adapt to it. It's not like mobile where there's a set few skills and stuff. It's like they have skills on top of skills. It's like they've got passives within their main skills. So they're quite fun to play with. Man, she is colourful. When I first saw her, I thought she was an actual mystic. So yes, I was a little disappointed then, but not now. So let's pick one of these classes and let's introduce them to my family. Okay, I've chosen Kunoichi to add to my family. I've wanted to play her. I saw someone play Ninja and I thought, oh, she's going to be interesting. So this is the character creation section. It's also the beauty section where you can change their appearance and stuff. Now, it's a lot more detailed than mobile, with the exception that you can't tone colors. Like you could probably take dark red, and there'd usually be like a slider where you can tone the deepness of the red. Unfortunately, this doesn't have it, so that would be nice if they put that in. But other than that, I think it's really, really cool. Like you got that horoscope thing. I don't know what that is. To me, that's it's just, ooh, ouch. Sorry, that's just a bit flashy. But you have you can customize the hair, the face, the body shape and height and stuff like that. You can even customize their voice. And I will say, when I started with Kunoichi, I accidentally made her voice a little bit too deep. So when she made a particular move when she was fighting, I thought, oh god, she sounds way too gruff. So because I had, at the time of recording, I had the, I think, is it Merv's palette? No, it's not Merv's palette. But for new people in Black Desert Online, for 30 days, you have free access to the beauty salon and the palette, so you can dye your armor however you like. I do not like that hairstyle, it's too regal. So yeah, you can have unlimited access. If you've seen the appearance coupon in Black Desert Mobile, this is just like that. So yeah, so at the time I had that, this was new, so I could just like go in and change the voice and stuff like that, because man, it was just too much. But anyway, but that is the intricacy of this character creation setup. I mean, there's not much hairstyles, but I say that, but there are some really, really good ones. Also the physics, like the hair swishing and stuff like that, and being able to change the mainframe of the body as well, which I'll cut to so that we won't get stuck on one place, because I spent a lot of time on their hair and stuff. Okay, this is the final-ish product. Now you can also customize the body shape, the body height, muscular. You can even set how muscular they are. Let's yeah, you can also set how muscular they are, whether they have a tattoo or something. As you can appreciate, I wasn't alone in the room, so you won't see much of the body customization. But yeah, you can make them taller, shorter, wider, skinnier, muscular, saggy. It really is up to you. Okay, it really is up to you. Now, I know some may say that right now she looks a little bit like a cat with the different coloured eyes and stuff, but I actually made her to be a little bit of a thief. She was actually, before I joined my guild, I was actually setting her up to be a bad girl. So I don't know, she was like hitting adventurers like no one's business and stuff like that. So I made it for that one. No, you're in a guild, you have to behave yourself. And truth be told, Kunoichi isn't exactly that good in PvP. Okay, PvP on this game works a lot more differently than on BDM. Kind of grateful for it, because in some way it's all balanced. I'll get to that later. So yeah, she was supposed to be the bad girl, but now I've repurposed her. She is the economics of the or you could say of the family. I'll have her taking care of gathering stuff and ship stuff and whatnot. So she's the economics. Okay, so apologies for the camera angle. I didn't know how to rotate the camera. So no, it's not deliberate. So this is Kunoichi and her name is Sakura. So that's the character creation. Let's go on to combat. Combat in this game works a lot differently than combat in BDM. BDM, you can set a preset of skills, work up to skills, unlock certain skills at certain levels. That's still a thing in this game. Some skills are only unlocked at certain levels, but BDO is more, how can I say it? It's more immersive. It's like you can have skills within a skill. So for example, if you do a back kick, you can follow it up with a right hook or something like that. Also, there's no auto fighting because it's a PC game. Okay, auto fighting is a thing of mobile grinding games. So you have to learn the combos. You have to learn your key combos and stuff like that. And honestly, I say each character has a different feel. So for example, what's a breeze on one character is difficult as hell on another character. Kunoichi and Lan and Hash, those are the three classes I've played on here. So I can honestly say I was actually a little bit disappointed with Kunoichi because she was actually very tough to play with, even on the mainland. It's why I decided I wasn't going to take her to the desert. Lan is a lot easier. By the time I got to Valencia with Lan, I'd kind of figured her moves out, so she was easier to take to fight with. Hash, however, the desert is his natural habitat, so he's doozy to get through the desert with. But even then, his playstyle it's very smooth. Okay, Kuno, I found her to be very choppy because she's more of a 1v1 kind of thing. So the skills were more like dashing and they were more evasion than actual attack. So that's how combat's different here. So if you wanted to, for example, grind in this particular spot, you have to actually sit down, stretch your knuckles and your back and whatnot and stuff and get that keyboard working, because you can't just leave them there and think, oh, auto fight. Okay, it's a PC game, there's no auto fight. You can auto path somewhere, but you can't auto fight. I like that because, you're walking through the road, you're gonna find some stuff, right? So you have to fight it. As well, you can also do PvP in this. Now, of course, there's node wars and stuff like that. Node wars really put me off in Black Desert Mobile, not only because I chose the American server and the timing is so freaking out of whack, but on a small scale platform, it was a little bit overwhelming. I tried it once and it wasn't that cool. I haven't tried node wars here. I'm honestly not interested in that kind of PvP style. I prefer a more arena-like kind of thing, one-on-one. So there's an arena here. There's a lot of PvP content I haven't looked at yet. When I'm able to look at it, I'll probably do a video on it. But the main thing is that you can go around hitting people and stuff like that, killing other adventurers, but there's a karma system. Now this is basically, you do good stuff, you finish your quests, you help villagers, you do all the the good stuff. Obviously you get good karma, right? Now if you kill a wild horse, you destroy someone's ship, or you kill another adventurer, I think outside of the battle arena or something else, you do that, your karma goes down. And I think if you hit a ship, it goes down by over 200,000, and depending on how much you have, that can cause you to go into negative karma, and you can be sent to jail. Now I haven't seen that part, but honestly, don't blame me for not wanting to try that, but guild and all, I don't want to mess up. But it's a very interesting system, so it's like it kind of forces you to behave yourself in that kind of way. So I think the combat system video is very, very interesting. I like how at night time, there's a certain time at night, what was it, from 10 p.m? Oh, oof. Yeah, this was a silly fight. Yeah, from 10 p.m, the monsters, they become stronger, and then at 7 a.m. they go back to their normal state. So if you're looking for XP, extra XP and stuff like that, and you got enough potions and stuff and you can handle it, go out hunting at like from 10 p.m. or something like that. So extra XP, you might get extra drops. So that's combat in this. I actually forgot I should talk about gear in this one as well, but that's not the subject of this video, so that's probably another video, because gear in this one is so different. So it needs a whole other goddamn video to itself. So that's combat in this one. Now, I mentioned something about life skills. Did I or didn't I? That's next. Life skills are an integral part in Black Desert Online. If fighting and the grinding and stuff like that, you can and gather, log, butcher animals. It's a whole thing. Also, it allows you to get lots of raw materials for you to make stuff. So I don't know, you can, if you're patient, you can get logs for making other stuff and ships and whatnot. It's a whole thing. You can fish, you can hunt wild animals, you can process the stuff you've made. So let's say you've chopped some logs, you can do further chopping, so you can make it into like plywood and planks and stuff like that. Or you can take the sap from trees, you can grow your little plants and you can harvest from them, and you can even butcher animals. So you can either butcher them, tan them, or use their blood. Now that sounds kind of weird, or not, because you can actually cook in this game and you can do alchemy. So an alchemy sometimes uses blood, so not that weird. I mean, hey, it's Black Desert, it's supposed to be medieval. But anyway, there is because gathering is a integral, well, I say gathering, it's more life skills. It's an integral part, yes, integral part to the game. They have like gear sets, some clothes, they have all the tools and stuff. They actually have proper gear sets that you can actually repair and stuff like that, because the usual stuff you get from the shop, the one-time vendor, you can't repair it. So depending on what tool you have equipped, for example a tanning knife, a fluid collector, or a butcher's knife, you can either tan, butcher, or collect an animal's blood. As you can see how she's doing here. Here is using the collector. The last two things you saw, he was butchering. I'm not sure if it's just an animation or something, but I noticed the male characters butcher a little bit rougher than the female ones. It might just be me or something, I don't know. Anyway, so alongside hunting the wild animals and stuff, you can also log, mine, pretty much everything you've seen in mobile, except in mobile there's actually not a use for it, if that makes sense. I mean, who cares? In mobile, here you can actually use it. Okay, you can actually, and if you gather enough, you can put this on the central market. You can gain a lot. I wouldn't say a ton. There are other stuff that you can sell that would make you a ton. But yeah, if you're serious about this aspect of the game, then my advice would be to invest in Logia gear, I think. Yeah, is Logia gear, LOGGIA. They're all, the whole of that set is, let's say, geared towards gathering. So if you're serious about that part, you might enjoy it actually, because sometimes it's actually very therapeutic. It's just nice to sometimes have a break from all the grinding and the noise and stuff like that. And what can I say? It's a lot cheaper than having to buy all your stuff all the time. This is how you cook in this game. Basically, you buy a cooking utensil, aka a stove. You buy your ingredients, you find your recipe, you put your cooking clothes on, and you cook. It's as simple as that. You can get bonus items when you cook or do alchemy. However, I want to cover this in a different video, because just like the gear, it's a whole other deal. So it's not something to go into in this video, because this video is just an overview. If I go into it now, it's going to go so off a tangent. It's going to become a full-blooded movie. So stay tuned, hopefully, for an alchemy video or something like that. So you know how you have a campsite in mobile? You might be wondering, well, where's the campsite? Okay, first up, yes, there is a campsite in Black Desert Online, but that's only for when you're traveling. Here in Black Desert Online, you can have houses, up to 5 of them per family, and you can have them anywhere. Mark when I say anywhere, or anywhere marked as a residence. Houses work by you picking a town and selecting one of these houses. Now, houses aren't just used for residing in. You can use them for storage, depending on the town, a workshop, or a craftsman, so you can craft your own gear, your own costumes and stuff. It really depends. As you can see, the gold parts are guild houses. I don't know how those work, so I won't go into that now. The investment banks, you can only do that if your house is ranked number 1 in appearance. So anytime you put furniture in your house, you get interior points, like an interior decor. However, some of the decor is only pearl items. You can get basic items from furniture vendors in towns, like chairs, beds, tables, tapestries and stuff like that. But the fancy stuff like wallpaper and whatnot, you can't buy without pearls. Because I'm free to play at the moment, I don't have any of that fancy stuff. So if you were to see the inside of one of my houses, it'd be kind of bare on the walls. So yeah, but yeah, houses, they're just houses. They're not just houses. You can tailor them to whatever you need. So for example, like here in Portiferia is sometimes used as a ship port. You're gonna need the shipyard, you're gonna need lodging for your workers, and you're gonna need storage. Storage is very important. You have a storage in each town, each place you go to, you have storage by default. You can purchase a house there to use as more storage. You can transport items from storage to storage. However, each storage needs to have money in it so that you can pay for the transport. If the nodes aren't connected, the fee is tripled. It's not usually that much, so don't worry. Just make sure you have enough money in your storage. Now, node management is a lot better in this game as well, and it's also kind of linked to the houses, because if you want workers, you have to make the house into a lodge-in, so you can hire more workers. Then what you do, you invest in nodes, and then you set your workers up. Again, another video hopefully, because there's so much that could be explained. It just make this into a film, so I'll do that probably another time. Like I said, you can also make your own costume. So if you see something you like for example Jirette's outfit or Orwen's outfit, you can make it yourself. You gather your stuff, you put it in the storage, and you get your workers on it. It's as simple as that. Or you can just take a house and make it look pretty. After all, if you want to cook and do alchemy and stuff, you have to have a house, so you might as well make it look pretty as best as you can, right? Houses take contribution points, so make sure you have enough. It's not a lot, just a few, like 1, 2, or 3. I think it depends on the area. I can't remember. Yeah. Each house's purposes they differ according to the town. So for example, Calphion is a trading town, so you'll find a lot of factories like crop factories, costume mills, tool workshops. Portiferia is a port, so a shipyard is more prominent there. So houses are a lot more than just storage in this game. You do not have a campsite. Campsite is only for you to take on when you're grinding or something and you need somewhere to repair or empty your storage and stuff like that. I'm not sure how it works. There's the pearl package you can buy, and yeah, I'd have to look into it before I yap about it, because I don't know. I don't know all about it. So that's houses in this, and let's see, and the map as well. The map is so diverse. Parts you haven't explored are under a fog, and there are so many parts that they haven't explored yet, and there are world bosses as well. However, the thing is, world bosses in this are a one-time thing. It's not like mobile where it's for 2 hours or 1 hour 1 hour 45 minutes or something. It's not like that. So if you miss Kazarka, for example, you can't just show up at the site and he'll be there. No, you have to be there before he comes up. Ask around for a timetable if you want one, or if you're in a guild, your guild mates could probably do a CTG, call to guild, where just like the guild call in mobile, where you can just go, but instead of you having to walk there, it teleports you there straight away. So yeah, that's houses and world bosses. There's so many things to explore. Yeah, that's right. You can also be a bit of a douchebag in this game as well. Now, in BDM, the only way you could be an asshole was putting on outlaw mode and just go hitting adventurers who were just happily AFK fishing or something like that, or just grinding. Okay, in BDO, it takes it to a whole other level. You can actually steal. Okay, you can actually steal stuff. You can damage other players' mounts and stuff like that. You can damage their ships. You can pick on them and stuff like that. Okay, there's just, and I'm not talking about a guild war. I'm talking about you putting on your PvP and you're just going around causing trouble. Okay, now, word of warning, if you're in a guild, please respect your guild's wishes. So if you have an alliance with someone, or they ask you not to be an asshole or something like that, or damage stuff without need, so to speak, then please respect that. Okay, please respect it. Don't get in trouble, and if you don't want to be tied down like that, just go guildless. This game has a so-called karma system. Obviously, you do good, you get good karma. But if you do bad, like killing adventurers, killing wild horses, or taking out their ships, actually, you can take, if you take out their ships, that costs you over 200,000 points. And as I said earlier, that can cause you to go into negative karma, where sometimes your gear stats, you won't get them. So for example, let's say you have a particular gear set, I don't know, Grinnell or something. This is not canon, so I don't think it probably works like this, but just as an example, I forgot I was saying that. Yeah, just as an example, you have a gear set and it gives you, let's say, extra HP when you have 2 or more. Now if you're in sometimes it will say in the description, these effects won't apply if you have negative karma. If you've got negative karma and you mess up, you get sent to jail. Now I don't know what that looks like, otherwise I would have put that here. But obviously, like I said, if you're in a guild, respect their wishes, don't cause trouble for them. Of course, if you can get into the odd skirmish if you want and stuff, but please just check with your guild leaders or your guild managers and stuff, because the last thing you want is a rogue guild member, right? And me, I like to try and respect the rules wherever I go, so sadly you're watching me trying to create a guild instead of actually getting into trouble. But if you noticed in the beginning of this clip, Sakura tried to steal from, was it Creo? I don't know who she tried to steal from, but she failed. Now, if you fail, your amity with that NPC goes down, obviously your karma goes down, and the city guards will come and chase you. Now, you can't kill the city guards, but you can run like hell. Okay, you run fast enough, if you run fast enough, you can make it out of there. If not, then you end up dying, they kill you. So yeah, obviously I haven't done the PvP of breaking someone's ship or something like that. In actual fact, don't blame me if I want to try that. So yeah, I just don't want to screw up in my guild. But I could do another video on that, but obviously, like I said, let me get the okay and stuff like that first before I do anything. Oh, here she's stealing again. Ah, there she goes, she's successful. If they're successful, nobody notices. Well, I don't know if anyone notices, but the NPC won't notice and the guards definitely won't notice. You can get lots of things like, I don't know, silver, maybe some food, some trinkets, and sometimes you have to steal for part of the quest. Can we steal from this dude here? Did she steal from him? I can't remember if I did it. I can't remember if I did it in this clip. So yeah, oh yes I did. Here you go. Let's see. Can I get anything? Oh yes, some silver. There's only one, but there you go. So yeah, that's how the karma system works. So you can be naughty or nice. Best to be nice if you have attachments, so to speak. So yeah, that's the karma system. I have to say, I think it's actually quite realistic, because hey, if you screw up in real life, you have to face the consequences, right? So why not here? So that's the basics of Black Desert Online. It's a lot different from mobile, and if you're not careful, if you started out with mobile, it can be very overwhelming. I know I found it overwhelming because it's so much bigger. Comparing the two, honestly, mobile is good, but now that I see the vastness and the flexibility of online, I kind of enjoy online more. Not to mention that with mobile, I've been having some issues on my phone where it keeps crashing during World Boss and stuff. I had hoped they'd probably fix it by now, but it really affected my Reminisce performance, which I usually do well in, but not to worry. So yeah, to me this one is more versatile. You can be in the desert from level 40 if you wanted to be, but yeah, there's not much else I can put onto it other than it's extremely versatile. And honestly, it makes sense, because if you look at how big BDO is, it's a PC game. Okay, you can't exactly put all of this luxury into the mobile version. So if you started with the PC version and you see the mobile version, you might be disappointed. However, I started with the mobile version and went upwards, so to speak. So I don't know. It depends on what you like and stuff. I find video is more flexible and I enjoy it more, honestly, because I spend hours on end on it. So that's it for now. As I said earlier, there are some aspects of the game I want to delve into further, like the houses, the life skills, the ships and stuff like that, the gear. There's a whole lot. It's very, very intricate, and each topic could be an entire video in itself. So it's not the topic of this video. Right now, this was just a getting to know kind of thing. Also, my characters have progressed a little bit further than what you see in this video. So I'll be looking forward to showing you that. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for the next video. If you like this, hit like, subscribe, and comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think is more versatile? BDO, BDM, or do you think they're about the same? Tell me if you enjoyed this as well, and I'll leave you with some screenshots I've taken over the last few days. So till next time, stay safe and see you then. Ta-ta!